I'm it's very, very difficult for me to let people do things that I know that, they would definitely have issues in doing.
Yeah.
So social life for me is a very, very tough one. Do I even have social life? I doubt if I have. It's just once in a while, maybe some food events, like, like that's how I get to connect with my people, And then family-wise, if I attend any family occasion, try.
They have to like do schedule. Are you available? They have to book you now as
It's serious. Like, even when I'm in class, schooling, because presently I'm taking a course also, a culinary course.
Okay, but here in Nigeria.
Yeah, here in Nigeria as well. So it's difficult. I can tell you for a fact, it's very, very difficult. For people who are passionate.
Yeah. So, what do you like the most about being a chef? What's the most exciting? What's like the peak for you about being a chef?
I don't think. Is there a peak? Okay, we're still younger.
Yeah, so but for you, like,
so that there are people who have gotten to the peak of their career, like looking back and they're like, oh, this was the highest. I'm still exploring.
No, yeah, but then in as much as you're still exploring, like for where you are right now, what has been like? What's the most exciting thing for you? Like, what do you like the most about being a chef right now?
For
like
me,
where you are.
For me, it's the joy and the fulfillment that I get when people eat my dish and they say, wow.
So, but you didn't bring anything for me today.
Oh, don't worry, we'll plan that. Now, take for instance, I think it was 2 days ago, I came back from school and when I mean tired, I was really, really tired and I had an order that needs to go out, So I just struggled and then I just had to put everything together and ensure that, things go on correctly. And then the following day, I got a call and I said, wow, we loved the dish. Like, it was phenomenal, it was fantastic, and then we really enjoyed it. The joy that people feel, and then the fact that I'm able to affect people's life positively, because whenever I cook, I try to put in diligence in doing it, because one of the things that really affect us in life the most is the food that we consume. All right, so if you don't do it right, a lot of people are suffering from so many diseases because of what they consume. And it's a very, very important.
Because some people don't prepare their dishes properly.
So
some people, they like, you can literally be eating spoiled food. I didn't even know that you're eating spoiled food.
It looks good. It looks good. It tastes good. It smells good. But the food is bad.
Yeah, like I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to mention the name of the restaurant. But I remember, like, my friends and I went at one time, and I have a friend. She's also a chef. She was actually on this Maggie show thing.
Oh, okay.
So she's actually a chef. I went there, and she was eating, and she's like, this meat tastes like it's been in the freezer for a very long time. And people who aren't chefs, like, they'll go there and they would eat.
They would consume
and they'll be like, this is
nice.
But you don't even know, like, where the meat has been. Like, you don't even know what's going on.
Very, very important.
So for me, I would say, apart from the fulfillment, because that one is real. Like, the joy. You can't make people happy and not be happy.
Yeah.
There are times I don't even eat that much. Once people are happy, I am happy. Imagine somebody tells you that, oh, that ossobuco looks so nice. It was like I died and went to Italy.
Those sweet words.
I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, it's not giving you money, but you're happy that all the effort is paying off, the long hours you spent before you made that stuff, because people don't see those stuff, the behind the scene, they see the finished work. But they don't know if you didn't sleep, if you've not slept, maybe for an event, you've not slept for the past 5 days. They don't know. But you still have to be up and running.
So that means it's safe to say that for you, like, your highlights is literally seeing people enjoy.
Then one more thing is being able to make something out of nothing. We are in an environment that doesn't really encourage creativity, to be honest. It doesn't. So
people, I think maybe some people have like a different opinion. Some people feel like the environment.
Opportunity is different from when you have structure or stuff there. I didn't talk of opportunity. The opportunity for creatives. I'm talking about structure in place. No.
So how do you feel like structure can be put in place?
Okay, if I'm not making excuses now, but there are clients where you have a lot of things for creatives, even not just in the culinary world only, everyone. So I'm just using, I don't want to limit myself to just a culinary space. Like, generally, people tend to look for shortcuts here. Another thing is the structure is not there. No light, nothing. If you want to, no, seriously, see food.
Maybe you're making something and you just take like
Nigerians are amazing.
See, we have a way of surviving. We are improvising.
So that means if you go out there, like we're basically going to like kill it because
some food you have in the restaurant here would not pass food safety assessment.
Definitely.
When you have to leave a food for less than below 65 degrees, standing there for the whole day.
Yeah. At some point,
you see that kind of food.
at some point, I was actually just with a friend, and I'm like, maybe we should set up like an inspection thing because
we have bodies in Nigeria.
you go to some places and the food is like. In fact, there was one place I went to. It was so bad. It's like one of those ones where the food is already ready. You get so it's just like it's ready, it's there. So you just like you just say, oh, do you want to microwave? And the place, first of all, the place was smelling.
Can you imagine that?
And then the food, I didn't even bother buying the food because already the smell already like killed it for me. And then apart from that, the food looked like dried up. And you don't understand, this place is it's in a building and it's in a place where like it's in a reputable area. It's in a very nice building.
So
the name looks so. Do you understand packaging? So the name looks so like welcoming, and you're like, and like going there, eating food. Like my life would just be so good. But then you get in there, and then I saw what I saw, and I'm like. This is not good. This is not good. But then career-wise, so where do you see your career like going? Like, what plans do you have?
Okay, for me presently, I'm undergoing a culinary course, a more professional course, so to say. And somebody asked me when I set up to take up the course, and said, "What are you going to do there?" No, because the basis is that I also instruct. All right, I teach culinary arts, and then the person just said, "What are you going to do among these people?" But I said, and I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want because sometimes life is process.
Yeah.
And then when you skip a step, when you don't fall back to fix that step, sometimes it may not be tomorrow, it may not be next year, it may not be 3 years time, but it has a way of coming back to you. So me having to go, taking up a career or taking up a culinary course, it means that I want to do it best. Best.
Yeah.
So everything I've always been doing as regards this culinary world is that trying to be better and better every day, because I tell you, there is no best chef. There's nobody that is really good at anything in life. But there is always room for improvement. So it means that if you're at this stage today, you can always go up to be at this stage. So basically, every day, constantly, I am trying to get better at what I've been doing and how I've been doing it and all that. So for me, career-wise, I see myself pushing up higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah. So what were you, like career-wise?
So for me, I would love to, I'm actually also writing, taking professional exams for food safety, because that's one area we neglect a lot. Food safety. It's key. It's key. And something like, but the food is, like you said, smell nice and everything. You don't know if some microorganisms have grown in that food. They may not harm you, but they may have produced toxins. That even if you warm it, it may kill the microorganisms and release the toxins. It may not harm you immediately, but over time, accumulation. So I want to get to the highest for food safety, so I can consult. Then I'm also involved in food packaging. So I'm trying to come out because not just food alone, the way you package food. There are certain plastics we use that shouldn't be used at high temperature because they are not food grade.
Okay, I know that like earlier you mentioned something about paper.
My dream is to convert the top restaurants in Lagos in the next 5 years to paper products.
So why paper? What's the difference?
They keep the environment clean too. They are biodegradable. Plastic take hundreds of years. Yes, go to the beach and you see the way it's being littered by plastics. I want to get them over to convert them. That would be my dream come true. You can get all the top restaurants. Some are on board. There's a restaurant right now that charges you more if you are using their plastic containers than paper products. So they encourage people to use
true, because
paper products.
before I left the hotel, because I was working with the hotel before now, and there's this initiative, Go Green and all that. So we were all, removing everything that had to do with plastic and then switching up to the paper because of the safety plan, because the world is evolving, and then every rights organization with right direction needs to also evolve as the economy is evolving at the end, so that you don't get left behind. Because believe it or not, even as safety may be expensive, some people try as much as possible to go for it. So you can't say because it's expensive you're not doing it. That's not the thing.
This was around, they charge you more if you're buying in plastic container.
Yes,
So why is that? To encourage you to switch.
Over time, in a year, I would have switched completely. Because it's difficult to get people to switch. Because if you're going to consider, the restaurant working with me right now, hotels and restaurants working with me right now, they didn't know that we do stuff like that in Nigeria. That we do paper. They've seen it abroad, and other clients are like, they didn't know that they do paper
in Nigeria,
paper cups, branded ones. So, and they're actually nice. There are some that are very flexible too. Not too expensive. But not as cheap as.
But not as cheap.
So for overhead costs, they're like, it's not going to be like, okay, why not check the? Instead of saying, I don't sell to you. Like you look at the benefit. What are the benefits over time? Because if you care about people.
Okay, Eba, I'm so sorry. Like, okay, they're saying that we're running out of time, and I'm actually really enjoying the conversation. Like, I have like so many questions. So briefly, let's just hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
So, I said I was going to get back to you about branching out. So quickly, like, what advice would you give to somebody who is just like upcoming, and the person just like from their home, they said, okay, I want to become a chef. How do you branch out? How do you even get jobs? Like, how do you get to work in places? How do you even get out there? It's very hard to get out there. So it's easy to learn, very easy to learn things, but it's so hard to get out there. So how do you get out there?
It is very hard. For me, what I would say is the number one thing that you need that will keep you going under any circumstance, if you're able to branch out or not, is passion. Once you have that number one element, whatever stone that is being thrown at you, you will be able to withhold it. So passion is very, very essential, and it's very, very important. Once you have the passion, and then you must be constantly developing yourself. Because, as I said earlier, this industry evolves. Things change every day. Because when you see the way Nigerian cuisine is being presented outside the world, sometimes we should be ashamed of ourselves. Because in most of all these restaurants, apart from Chef Eros, who I think is really doing a phenomenal work in trying to push Nigerian flavor, he's really, really doing exceedingly well, and then other chefs are trying as much as possible to follow that food track. So we need to take Africa to the world. So developing yourself every day and trying to get better at whatever you do is important. Make yourself available for opportunities. And then it's not going to be easy. People are going to talk to you anyhow. People are going to do you bad, but that passion, that love that you have for what you're doing. Like, I was asked to scrub the floor.
Yes.
In a culinary school.
You start off like that too.
And some people would just feel like, why is
like where I work presently now, if I pick a mop, if not two stewards will come grab, say, chef, no. But because I'm learning, I'm in a school, I have to abide by the rules. Do you understand? So it means that submission is very, very important. Humility is important because even the Bible says God resists the proud, isn't it?
something like that.
Something like that. So it's very, very important. So those are the key elements that you need to do well in anything that you do. Passion.
I agree with Chef Ben 100%. In addition to the passion, because I almost say crossover. Because food was actually my passion first. Before I started making some out of it and went to culinary school. One, the passion. Then two, if you don't like domestic work, you don't like to wash plates, you don't like doing domestic stuff, then
you're not ready.
What I tell people is that why not go take a little job somewhere, maybe in a restaurant, before you even go to culinary school?
Before you even start.
Start from the check if you can stand, you can be able to. This is for you because from that bakery, that your local bakery or restaurant, when they before 2-3 weeks, you know that this is not for me. This is not what I'm watching on Food Network. So when you know that this passion, because passion is also not enough. So you know that you can withstand the rigors that comes with it. Then yes, by all means. If it's expensive, culinary school is expensive.
Very, very expensive.
Even in Nigeria, it's expensive. So not everyone will have that money to want to go to culinary school, but you can start off first. That's why when you use the word humility, it's true. You can work up some of these people. A lot of chefs need help. They need sous chefs. They need people that, and some chefs started as assistants, started scrubbing plates, washing plates, and scrubbing the floor in kitchens before they climb the ladder. Yeah. So when you humble yourself, speak with these people. They won't eat you. Speak with them that you want to. They will be happy. Seriously. Then when you have money, by all means, I would encourage
culinary
you to go to
school. Definitely. So one more question before they shut us down. Okay. So your death row meal, if God forbid, but if you're to have a death row meal, what will you have and who would you prefer making it for you?
Do I even need to think about it? Okay, first, who I would like to make it for me? My mom.
I had a feeling that you were going to say that. Okay.
No, my mom because.
Wait, your mom is chef too.
No, she's not a chef.
Okay, but she just knows how to cook.
Enthusiast.
Okay.
She loves how to cook because that woman did a great job in my life. So I don't joke with that. All right, my mom and I'm like begging me anyway.
Nice. So what about you?
I know my mom too, and if I'm going back home, my favorite is to be banga soup and fresh fish.
Where are you from?
Delta.
Okay. I guess. Okay, that's lovely. That's lovely. Yeah. In the native. Yes. All right. So unfortunately, we have to end here. But hopefully, I would love to have you guys back on pretty soon. So thank you for coming on. I hope you had fun. So thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you really had fun and I hope it was really engaging. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and most importantly, share. And their social media handles will be in the description below. Thank you very much. See you next time.